What would you do if the law said you couldn't even look at your king? Or what if you could be sentenced to death just for laughing in the wrong place? Sounds insane? These are real laws passed by kings who went beyond bizarre. Ready for another wild ride? Let's dive in, because the laws we're about to uncover, they will blow your mind. Number 10. The king who banned laughing. King Louis IX of France thought laughter was a sin. In fact, he actually banned laughing in certain public places. He believed laughter led to evil thoughts and wanted people to be serious and pious at all times. So picture this, you're in a crowded town square, someone cracks a joke, and boom, the guards arrest you for being too happy. Could you imagine living in a world where you couldn't even laugh without fear of punishment? Number 9. The Sultan who outlawed pets. In the 14th century, Sultan Ibrahim of the Ottoman Empire made it illegal to own pets. Why? Because he thought that they distracted people from their duties. This law was so severe, people had to get rid of their dogs, cats, and birds, or face harsh fines or even imprisonment. Imagine being forced to give up your furry friend all because your ruler thought animals were a threat to productivity. Number 8. The king who banned sneezing. What if sneezing was illegal? In 16th century France, King Henry III made it a crime to sneeze during the royal court. He thought it was disrespectful to show weakness in front of the king, and sneezing was a sign of vulnerability. So if you had a sneeze attack, you'd better hold it in, because sneezing at the wrong time could cost you your freedom. Number 7. The king who replaced the moon with a fake one. King Charles IV of France took his love for the night sky to another level. In 1379, he decided he wanted a fake moon. So he ordered the construction of a giant glowing sphere to replace the moon for certain nights. It was meant to impress and confuse the public into thinking he could control the heavens. Talk about taking your royal ego to astronomical heights. You've got a fake moon, and the people are just expected to pretend like it's totally normal. Number 6. The king who banned water. Imagine living in a kingdom where water is illegal. Well, King Philip II of Spain did just that. Well, kinda. He banned the use of fountains in the public, to prevent people from gathering at them to gossip and plot against him. It wasn't just fountains either. He also banned public wells, so people couldn't even gather in the square to drink water without feeling the king's power looming over them. They had to go to private wells for water, where only the wealthiest could afford access. Number 5. The king who forced people to kiss his feet. King Alfonso of Castile took royalty to a whole new level. He ordered that anyone who wanted to enter his presence had to kiss his feet, no exceptions. This wasn't some symbolic gesture, it was a law. If you wanted to see the king, you were expected to grovel. And it wasn't just nobles or low-ranking citizens, he made sure even his generals had to obey this degrading rule. Number 4. The king who banned the sun. King Louis XIV of France, also known as the Sun King, was obsessed with the idea that he was the center of everything. To emphasize his supreme power, he ordered that no one could celebrate the sun or any other celestial body. He thought the sun should only be a symbol of his glory. Louis believed he was the only light the kingdom needed. Imagine living under a king so full of himself that he banned the very thing that gave life to everything. Number 3. The king who made it illegal to bow to him. King Frederick I of Sweden had one unique rule. You could not bow to him. Why? Because he believed that bowing in front of him was a sign of weakness. He wanted to be seen as a king who was equal to his people, not some lofty god. He was so serious about this that he fined anyone who dared bow to him in public. Imagine thinking bowing was insulting to your king. Number 2. The king who declared wars on penguins. King George IV of England had a bizarre obsession with penguins. He declared war on the entire species. Yes, you heard that right, because he believed their appearance was so silly it would undermine the royal image. He ordered hunters to capture penguins and sent them to his private zoo, but that wasn't enough. He literally declared war on penguins as a symbol of defiance against anything that wasn't fitting his royal standards. Number 1. The king who forced people to drink horse blood. And now, for the absolute craziest law ever passed. In the 16th century, King Richard III of England passed a law that made it compulsory for soldiers to drink horse blood to prove their loyalty and strength. He believed it would make them stronger and more fearless in battle. Just picture it, you've been fighting all day, and the king hands you a cup of horse blood. Are you going to drink it, or risk the wrath of the king? The soldiers had no choice but to drink the blood, or else. These kings were taking their power to unbelievable extremes. But which one took things too far? Which law would you refuse to follow? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to hear more insane, jaw-dropping stories from history, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and get ready for the next wild ride.